Good morning and welcome to Main Street TV. It is a cold Monday, which seems like that's what I keep saying is that it's a very cold day. But we are back here. It is Monday morning and we are joined by some special guests today that are going to tell us about an upcoming event on Valentine's Day. And we will get to that right after a word from our sponsors.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
We are back with Recovery Connections of Southeast Ohio, and we are joined by Dez and Dezra and Chris. I got that right, Dezra. And you guys have an event coming up in just 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right? But first, why don't you tell us a little bit about Recovery Connections?
All right, I'll do that. I'm Chris McDown, I'm the Executive Director of Recovery Connections, and we are a recovery community organization. We provide non-clinical supports to people in long-term recovery, as well as connection to resources that they need to be successful in their recovery journey. That's the short version.
And where are you located?
We currently have 2 locations, one in Athens and one in Nelsonville. However, with this event and some groundwork we've been laying, we are looking to move into Vinton County as well.
Okay. So expanding
Yeah.
this way. So you do have an event coming up, a Valentine's Day event, and it's on Valentine's Day, correct?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and the goals of it and what's going to happen at it?
Well, the event is a community event. It is for those that might be struggling like with their recovery or with addiction, or those who know someone who is struggling with recovery, addiction, mental health, anything like that. Those are struggling with connections, resources, because we know there's not a lot of resources in Vinton County right now, unfortunately, especially when it comes to recovery and addiction. So we are just trying to build that connection and get people out and hopefully help a few people.
Okay, and it's going to be held in MacArthur?
Yes, at MacArthur Eagles.
Okay, and it's on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
And the hours?
12 to 2.
Okay. Is it a drop-in type of event or something where somebody would want to be there before 12 or around 12 and stay the entire time?
They can come and go as they please.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And what types of... I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go
But
ahead.
we recommend being there the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have the soup
Okay.
off. It's gonna
That's what I was going to ask. What types of events are going to go on?
It's gonna be super.
Okay. I'm assuming a soup off and super. We've got a good pun going here. So, yeah.
It's a hearty.
Please tell me there's going to be soup.
Yes.
Okay.
And bingo and stuff, but to break stigmas also. But yeah, come the whole time. There could be bingo speakers, I think,
Yeah, a few speakers.
to show, tell their stories of resilience to help break stigmas and bring the community together.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look, there it is.
There we go.
Hey, yeah.
So the 14th is a Saturday. Thank you. Sorry, days start floating together here, especially on Mondays. So it is on a Saturday. So if you work, you can come out on Saturday. It's a short period of time, so you're not investing your whole day, kind of thing. Good way to break up the day because it's in the middle of the day.
Exactly.
And you got fun stuff going on because it's soup and it's bingo. So I'm not sure there's 2 better things to put together, especially on a cold day. And we know it's going to be cold because it's just going to be cold.
It's gross.
That's my weather forecast for today. In case you didn't get that, it is cold, and there's a side of cold coming in. So the types of speakers, I'm assuming they're going to be talking about their journey through addiction and into recovery, and their journey through recovery as well, because we all know that's a lifetime battle. We all know that one. It's not something that happens overnight or that you just turn off. It's something that you deal with and
Every
every day of your life to stay that way. Thank you. And so brain fade. So the event's going to have soup and bingo and speakers, but I want to talk a little bit about your agency and the people that can benefit from the services that you offer. So what types of resources are available with your agency in Athens and Nelsonville that people can take advantage of?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, we offer non-clinical supports. So all of our staff are people in long-term recovery. So we can offer that empathetic ear. We've been there. We know what you're going through. And we're going to walk along with you in that journey. We're not going to come in and say, you have to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to say, what are your goals in your recovery? Where do you want to be next? And then we can help connect you to the resources and be there to support and coach, but allowing that person to kind of direct their own recovery. So we offer social activities. We've mentioned this before that, when you go into recovery, your social network pretty much falls apart. So rebuilding the social network, rebuilding those type of connections, and just being able to find the resources in rural southeastern Ohio.
It's difficult.
There's,
And
I
very
have
needed.
found that there are resources, but it's very difficult. People just don't know about them. And there are some missing, but then we have developed a large network of other organizations and agencies that we can refer people to if they need something that we don't know of that they've identified they need in their recovery.
And we also hold different crafts and different events. We did a nature hike with a scavenger hunt.
Okay.
One of the things to find was your favorite bug and hug a tree. It was hilarious. And we do like pro-social activities. So we did one of a mason jar scarecrows in fall time. And it was to bring in or to scare off the darkness because that's what they do. Crows. They scare crows, but like metaphorically speaking. But yeah, we do different things that reflect like your brain and addiction and recovery, and even people who aren't in addiction. Like we have one woman who comes and she just struggles with anxiety. It's just a safe space for people to come and just be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
In our Athens location, we actually share that. It's a collaborative space between NAMI Athens, which is a mental illness organization, and Athens Photo Project. They're a recovery mental health photography organization. And so we partner and collaborate with them quite often.
There's a lot of crossover between both as well.
Absolutely.
We've seen that as well between mental health and addiction.
Absolutely.
So are most of the activities or all of the activities group-based that you guys do, or do you do individual-based?
Well, so we could do individual base. A lot of the times, like we have different organizations like Rural Women's and my sister's place, HapCap, in different places. We do larger groups, but if anybody wanted like one-on-one, like we're peer-to-peer. So, and Dezra, she's also certified peer supporter. We could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do offer one-on-one, peer-to-peer support.
But normally it's
in that way.
larger.
But then we also offer a lot.
Well, do you do any individual? Or is it more groups? Because I know you work.
I'm not a peer. I'm a counselor.
That's what I meant. My bad.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. So yeah, I do individual and groups, when I do stuff, yeah.
And the types of resources that are available locally to help somebody out, what types of things would that involve? Like that you can kind of refer people out to resources that are available to them.
We've developed a network of resources, anywhere from counseling to inpatient rehab to sober living, even simple things like hygiene products, clothes to wear to a job interview, connection to places where you can learn job skills and those kind of things. So, we've tried to really build this large network of the resources that people would need, from basic needs to, intense recovery-based activities as well, resources as well.
Sometimes I wear an inflatable dinosaur costume and paint. It's pretty fun.
I would think it'd be really difficult to paint as a dinosaur because they have those really, I'm assuming it's a T-Rex, and they have those really small arms, and I would think it would be really, really hard to paint like that.
It's a child suit, so I outstretch it. So it works.
Okay. Because, trying to paint like that would be,
my
I
arms
think,
are all the way up here, but
be a little bit difficult.
dinosaur arms, but mine are out here.
But I love that because it brings a level of humor to a situation that may not be fun.
Yep, I always have Play-Doh or fidget toys or bubbles. I have rocks in my pocket right now in that jacket over there. They're the best. But it just helps break the ice, and a lot of people are anxious about even confronting anything or even wanting any help. So you're like, here, have some Play-Doh. And they're like, oh, thanks. I'm like, yeah, that's nice, huh? But basically, we're just here to break stigmas and bring people together and collab on making a difference in the community. And we also have hygiene kits that we're going to bring. So if anybody needs,
to the event on the 14th.
100 hygiene
Okay.
kits to hand out. They come in cool little drawstring bags. And then we have prizes, golden chef hat to the hardiest chef.
So
I know.
the hardiest chef. Okay.
Right?
So at the event, I would assume you have a bunch of people that are working the event. Are they volunteers that are coming in to help as well, or are they employees? Are you looking for volunteers for any of your events?
It's pretty much just me and Dez.
Okay then.
Yeah, I've turned it
That
over
sounds
to
like a
David.
really big event for 2 people. So there you go. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you.
Yes, overall, a lot of our, any of our events, if people want to come volunteer and help out, and they want to help people in recovery, or they're a person in recovery themselves that want to give back, reach out to us. We're always open to more help, more hands.
What is the best way for people to reach you?
I would say the best way is through our website. All our
Okay.
contact information is there and everything you need to know. And it is simply recoveryseo.org.
That's pretty easy, recoveryseo.org. We will put it in the comments. Adrian will type it in there so that people can just click on it.
Gendra's email
And
is
Dezra,
Oh, yeah. My email is jhell4126@gmail.com if you have any questions for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll put that one in the comments as well. If somebody is looking to enter their recovery process, would you be a good first step to where to go if they've hit that point where they're like, I need to do something, or they've re-hit that point of I need to revisit this?
absolutely for sure. Because like you said, we're all in recovery. So I'm in recovery almost 10 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I started when I was young, and none of this was out when I was struggling, and it was so bad because you were just shunned. So it was basically you and your demons, and that's who you hung out with. But this is all new beginnings for people. So I 100% recommend reaching out to Dezra, reaching out to us, because we've walked it. We've been there. I'll just be there and be like, all right, come on, buddy. We'll get you to the light.
So I know that you have a presence in the Athens County area because you're in Nelsonville and also in Athens, and you're moving your way towards Vinton County. How big is kind of your resource network? So if somebody is out here in Jackson County, do you have resources that would be available to them so they could also reach out to you even though you're in Athens?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, we've got in our network of resources, I've got resources up in Akron, Cincinnati,
Okay.
Columbus.
She got a binder.
Just depending on we have, and yes, and at our event we'll have some information about other
Okay.
resources. So as we said, in rural Southeast Ohio, there's not a lot around, but we've tried to reach out so if people come to us, regardless of where they're from. We can connect them in one way or another to
Okay.
the resources they need.
Our
Okay, so
recovery
if you or
connections.
somebody needs a helping hand, but you're not in the Athens area, still reach out to them because chances are they know somebody who can somebody who can help you.
We know a guy.
Tongue twister
Yeah.
right there. They know somebody who can help you along your journey. If they can't, then they can help you find somebody.
Absolutely.
You're not just gonna leave people out in the dark
We're just not going to shut the
to,
door on them.
to fumble on their own.
We'll
so.
find something, that's for sure. We'll connect them.
Because we all know people are more successful, whether it's this situation or pretty much any situation. You're more successful if you've got a support system
for
to
sure.
help you. So, and to get rid of the negative supports that were there and
The
encourage
stigmas.
the positive supports in your life.
Yeah.
So,
Well, not a lot of people had that. I did not really at all. So I did it all on my own. And I hate to see somebody struggle like that. It's just we're here to break stigmas and not skip and sing Kumbaya, but maybe if that's what you want to do, I guess. We could. I got drums. But
we got rocks, we got drums, we got Play-Doh.
I got bubbles too.
And bubbles. It's fun. Have you tried doing the bubbles in the snow? I've never tried that before.
What?
Talk about tangents. You can actually blow bubbles in the snow and they freeze.
Shut all the doors.
Guess what
Yeah.
we're doing when we get back to the office?
Yeah, you have to Google it, but you can blow and make frozen bubbles. I haven't tried it yet,
I will let you know.
and I'm going to guess that it probably is cold enough.
This
I'm just going to go out on a limb there and say
just
that,
say it is, yeah,
that it's
it's-
cold enough because but I've seen it like on like the TikTok, like
I don't
with,
talk of TikToks, but I may need to.
Yeah.
I know.
Google.
You don't TikTok?
I don't.
Google's my friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I don't do any
Yeah.
of it.
That's, that's an addiction in and of
I
itself.
know. That's a whole different thing.
What age groups do you generally see? Can you help people that are like young adults all the way up, or do you kind of specialize in one area?
I mean, I would say specifically we focus 18 and up, but we do have resources that we can connect people to,
Okay.
even to youth and children. I mean,
Okay.
we certainly directly don't have those capabilities at the moment. Someday.
But NAMI does.
But NAMI does.
Okay.
And some of our partner organizations do
Okay.
reach out to youth and children. So we certainly, even if you're a parent and you have a child that's struggling with it, or you're a youth that's struggling and wants some help, certainly could reach out to us, and we will certainly make the connections that you need to be helpful.
That's awesome. Yeah, kudos to you for doing this for our communities, because we all know that it's a problem. It's a growing problem. It's not going away anytime soon. Oftentimes, people have been struggling for decades. Either they're functional and they're struggling, or they're struggling and they're not functional. So to be able to do even small bits to help somebody out, to give them that extra push and that extra
Confidence. in
Thank you.
yourself. I
That's a
got
really
you.
that extra little, you're enough. We believe in you, kind of
Right.
thing. Yeah.
Somebody does. Like, we got you.
And
Yeah.
even if you stumble and fall in that process, we're still there to pick you up.
Okay.
We're not going to kick you to the curb if, a year from now, after you've, been doing well, and then all of a sudden something happens, and we're going to be right there for you again, and still with you, never having left you. But
Might lay on the ground with you. Might be having a rough day too. Be like, all right, buddy.
we know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It takes a strong person to be able to do what you do. I'm sure you hear just the stories that just absolutely break your heart, and you have to carry part of that with you too. So
And our own weight.
yes,
Yep.
yeah. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you. I think we have pretty broad shoulders. It's not too yeah, we're all right.
So back to the event. We want to make sure everybody gets the information. It is on the 14th, which is Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And it's a holiday. People struggle on holidays, even Hallmark type of holidays. People struggle, especially if you don't have another half, I guess. Especially Valentine's Day, it's a struggly kind of day. People, if you don't have that other
Yeah.
person, or you've lost that other person, stop on by. They're nice people. I've only known them for about 25 minutes, but they seem like very nice people.
We're all right, humans.
It is going to be in MacArthur. They're normally out in Athens, but they're coming out to Vinton County, so it's a fun event in Vinton County. There's going to be soup.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love soup. And it's very much soup weather, so it's a good choice. Good choice. And bingo. Bingo is always fun. There's going to be prizes, and you can just chit-chat with them and kind of figure out if it's something that can help you or somebody that you know and care about. They may have an idea for you. If somebody you know is struggling and you don't know how to help them or where to send them. These are professionals at this. They do this every day, and
So it was like professional.
and it takes somebody who knows what they're doing, somebody who's gone through it, who knows the resources. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You can pick their brains and don't remake mistakes that other people have made. You can just start ahead of the game, and that probably will not ensure success, but it'll give you a head start on
Like some
success.
foundation blocks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's going to be family friendly because both my two boys will be there, 4 and 11. The one is very wild, so it'll be fun.
So if you've got kids, bring them out. It'll be fun, and they can play bingo too.
There'll be coloring too.
Okay.
Because I have like these sheets that roll out. I'm pretty sure we got the coloring tablecloths that you just, because,
Awesome.
yeah, I'm a fidgeter. And I know a lot of people in recovery are also fidgeters because we're like wrapping on things, taking straws and ripping them apart. So if you just color, hence the Play-Doh and bubbles all the time.
There you go.
But yeah, so family friendly and prizes to win.
There you go. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great way to break up the day.
Eat soup.
And eat soup. Because, I mean, it's cold. There's not a lot you can do. We can't really go outside and play for extended periods of time. So if you've got kids, bring them out. Get at least a little bit of the energy out of them. Give them something fun to do instead of just sitting in front of the TV watching K-pop Demon Hunters, which I'm sure,
my God,
is what my granddaughters have been doing every day since it started snowing.
I love that movie. I hate to say it, but I love it so much. I have the song Golden, but it's like a 1950s blues cover, and it's amazing. You should check it out. You might like it.
There you go. We learn something new every day. But it is a good break for the day if you're looking for something to do, something fun to do, learn something new, and meet some new people too. I mean, meet some new people.
Right,
You never know
humans.
never knew who's gonna come out. So once again, February 14th, MacArthur Lions from 12 to 2. It is a free event. It's a community event. Come out and give your support to this. Genuinely good agency that is really trying to help our neighbors and our friends in our communities. That is their goal, is to make our community better by making our humans better. So.
Minor correction.
Sorry.
MacArthur Eagles.
MacArthur Eagles. I'm
Sugar
sorry.
Street.
You know what?
And it's on
You know
Sugar
what?
Street.
I'm a lion, and so and I have lions
good.
this week, so that's probably why
That's all right.
I went to
No
Lions.
problem.
There you go. It's at the MacArthur Eagles. Actually, there isn't even a Lions in MacArthur. So there you go. It's at the MacArthur Eagles on Sugar Street from 12 to 2 on February 14th. It is being sponsored by Recovery Connections of Southeast Ohio. They are based out of Athens County, out in Athens and Nelsonville, but they support everybody here in the southern half of the state, and reach out to them seriously if you're struggling or you know somebody who is. Drop them a note, drop them an email, and just say, hey, you know what, I'm not sure what I should do for my son or my daughter or my mom or my dad or my neighbor or whatever. Is there a resource that I can kind of direct them towards? Or if it's you, I mean, that's totally okay. They're here to listen, and they're here to support. So.
And Dezra, she's an author, and she has workbooks
wow.
that you can buy if you don't feel like making that contact, because I'm not a people person when I'm in that moment.
Okay.
So, check out.
She is very much a people person.
I'm like-
Don't
But not when I'm
misinterpret
sad.
that.
Okay. No, I get
sad
it.
Dez
Yeah.
is not people.
Yeah. No, I
but
get
no,
it.
she has workbooks, and she's an author. She has many
Okay.
books. So
Several
Awesome.
books, that
Awesome.
help with addiction, and even if you're not like an NA or AA goer, I have books that help work the steps. I have books that help work through trauma. Several workbooks. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're the write it down journaling kind of person, I am. I like to write down my
Yeah.
thoughts and my feelings. If that's what helps you, reach out to them. Ginger can help you. She's got once again, it's resources. Whether it's another person to talk to or an agency that can help you with additional resources, whatever they are. Or it's something as simple as a journaling workbook to help you, like a prompt to help you get those feelings out. If that's the start you need, they've got that as well. So if you're not the talking kind of person, which a lot of people aren't,
Right.
and you more talk to yourself, this is a way to maybe make that a more positive experience. So
and less crazy.
yes,
When I talk to myself, I'm like, whoa.
you want the good
should
you want
write-
the good voice and maybe make the bad voice go down. But we all know we have the bad voice that tells us to.
Yep, that's why we have
So.
the workbook.
Okay. Awesome. And you guys. That's why we have you guys. When the bad voices start to talk to us, that's
Absolutely.
why people like you are here in the world. So once again, Recovery Connections, thank you for joining us. We hope you'll come back again soon. Good luck with your event on the 14th.
Thank you.
And we'll help get the word out for everybody so that hopefully you have a good turnout. We love to hear that. We love to hear that there's more resources moving over into this area as well, because as you said, there is a void of resources. I keep using that word of resources, but really that's what it is. There is a void in this area, and there is a need. We know that. We know that there's a desperate need for help for people that are struggling with either alcohol addiction or drug addiction or mental health issues. So
Yeah.
yeah, and we just want our community to be healthy. So
Yeah, and
that's all we
happy.
want. Yeah, healthy and happy community, because that's what makes us a strong community. So
And happy
Absolutely.
people.
happy people, happy humans are.
Right? Happy humans are the best
Happy
humans.
So once again, thank you for joining us, and we hope that
Thank
you'll
you.
come back and see us again soon.
Yeah, maybe
Yes.
we'll come back and give you an update.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So we will be right back after a word from our sponsors, and we have one of our most favorite guests, and we never know where this conversation is going to go. So stick with us, and we'll see what we're going to talk about for the next 20 minutes.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
And we are back, and look who's in the studio. Hi! I have another Dez. What is the chances you're going to have two Dezes
In one day.
in one day?
I don't know.
And the first Dez that was here found out that the second Dez's name was Dez, and neither one of them had ever met anybody named Dez before, and they met them here at Main Street TV.
And she spelled it with a Z.
Yes.
I've met a ton of other Dez's, but it's short for Desiree.
Yeah.
And mine is a made up name.
Okay.
My mom made up my name. My grandpa's name was Ezra.
Okay.
So we put a D in front of it and called
Okay.
me Dezra.
Okay.
So that's how we get it. So mine's DEZ for short, and most Desiree's is DES. So when she said it was DEZ, I was like, oh my God, it's like my soul sister, right here in the studio.
So you probably have the same problem that I did, is there was probably never a license plate with your name on it.
Never, ever, never. Not one time. Not one time in all of these 43 years.
Oh my
Almost
God, you're
44.
such a baby. Oh my God.
Oh, I
you're such a
am?
baby.
Am I? I don't feel like a baby.
At no time in the last 56 and a half years have I ever found a license plate with Cheryl with an S. Oh. Or Sherry spelled right. I don't know. It just, I don't know what my mother was thinking, but whatever. Cheryl with an S, I don't know. I've never met, I wouldn't say I've never met a Cheryl with an S, but it's very rare that I've met a Cheryl with an S. Most Cheryls are with a C. So
Yes.
that's why I tell people when they're looking for me, it's the Cheryl with the S. Because if you type in Cheryl and it's with a C, it's not me. I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
I don't know. She's not here. I can't ask her why.
It's cold.
It is cold. Oh my gosh, Tess.
I'm just saying.
11 pieces of clothing to get out of the house.
Stupid cold. It's crazy cold. It's stupid. It's kind of stupid. It's that cold. I'm ready for green grass. Are you ready?
I'm ready for not having to wear pants on pants on pants.
I mean,
Eric says, because are you putting pants over your pants? I said, I am putting pants over my pants.
It's okay.
Because I wear leggings underneath of my pants to try to
Yes.
keep my legs warm.
because it's cold.
Oh my gosh, he texted me a picture because we were talking about my chicken sweatshirt, because this morning it was
Which
so
is
cold.
the cute. Like, let's
And I'm like,
just check out this chicken.
This is my chicken.
It's the cutest chicken. It's the best chicken.
Chicken needs a name. Rick Sims. Chicken needs a name. I don't know. What should we name the chicken? I don't know. I don't know what we should name the chicken. I don't know. Anyways, I was apparently wearing the same sweatshirt a year ago today because he just sent me a picture.
I love that.
Like, I'll try to bring it up. Look, I was at the groundhog breakfast.
It's amazing.
So we were talking about the groundhog breakfast. You won't be able to see it, but there you go. Adrian will
can,
come get
yes,
it and he'll
there
show
you
it to you.
It's
I guess
good.
Eric could have put it in the comments, but he sent me a picture. And I was with the groundhog a year ago today.
Oh, so cute.
I was with Groundhog Greg wearing.
So have we heard if the
chickens are-
groundhog has...
The groundhog of Jackson saw his shadow, and the brunch was not held last weekend, like 2 days ago. It's this coming Saturday. So you can go to Groundhog Breakfast.
I know, but isn't there like...
Yes, it's
Okay.
today. I don't know. Adrian, can you
Punxsutawney
look
Phil,
it up
or
and
I
see
don't know.
if Punxsutawney Phil saw
Punxsutawney.
his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil. You know, this infamous,
Yeah, he's the famous one.
Had already posted that
Okay.
he did see his shadow.
And
which
that means he goes away for like another month and a half
6
or something,
weeks.
doesn't he?
6 weeks more of winter. I mean,
Phil?
way to go, groundhog.
Phil?
You're a bad groundhog. I'm so sorry.
Phil, you're banned
We're
from the
ready
show.
for spring.
Oh my gosh. Well,
But I have heard that we're getting more snow.
I know, Thursday. But according to Alexa this morning, we're expecting snow flurries today, which there were flurries yesterday, too.
Do you know, I was sitting in my living room yesterday, and I think it's just where it was so cold. It almost looked like crystals. Like it was, the snow was.
I'm so over this.
I'm so over it, too. The snow was like crystal. I mean, I know snow is, but it sparkled. Like as
It's very pretty.
It was coming down.
It's
and the sun
very pretty.
is beautiful, yes.
If you never had to leave the house and you could just look out the windows, it's gorgeous. But I have to
I'm
leave
over it.
But I have to leave the house. And it's just,
I think
and that
snow
means
is the
putting on
best.
clothes. And I just,
Snow is the best. Christmas morning, you wake up to a white blanket of snow, and that just helps make Christmas perfect.
what about Groundhog Day?
It doesn't need to be here. I don't think we need snow on Groundhog Day. That's just my opinion. Opinions with Des. We don't need a groundhog. We don't need snow on Groundhog Day. No.
So, Groundhog
my
Breakfast.
birthday's coming in this month. We don't need snow on it either. I'm just saying.
Okay, my birthday's not till May, and there better not be snow. That's all I'm saying. There better not be snow, or I'm moving back to California, Eric.
I'm going with her. I'm going.
So Groundhog Breakfast did get moved to this coming Saturday, the 7th. And it's funny because I heard Groundhog Breakfast last year, and I thought, oh, please tell me we're not eating groundhog, because I thought it was groundhog, all one word, but it's a pun, and it's groundhog because they serve sausage.
Yeah, okay. I was
And
like,
it's
so
not
they
groundhog sausage. It's Steve
actually
Evans.
pork.
It's Steve Evans sausage, which I
Oh,
think
so
comes
it's
from a pork.
really amazing sausage.
Okay. But I was afraid when I first heard, because we did have a guest in studio my first year here from the Paw Paw Festival, and he was talking about having hunted a groundhog. And
When is the Paw Paw Festival?
it is in
I want to go to that.
August.
I've never been, but I feel
Adrian
like
can
this
look it up,
year-
but I think it's like in August-ish.
I feel like this year I'm going to make it a point to.
Okay, the Paw Paw Festival was fun. See, I told you this is going to be tangent. This is going to be
It can be.
tangent time. So the Paw Paw Festival was fun because we have actually been to quite a few food festivals since we got here. And the Paw Paw Festival was the only food festival where the food was central to the festival. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So every food
Yes.
vendor is required to have a Paw Paw based item on their menu. So like the Schmidt's cream puff, they had a Paw Paw flavored cream puff, and there was like Paw Paw popsicles and Paw Paw ice cream and Paw Paw barbecue
I'm intrigued.
and everything was Paw Paw. It was amazing, and it was really fun. You'd have a lot of fun. There was music, and there was Paw Paw beer. I had Paw Paw beer there. They have a whole beer pavilion thing. It wasn't even just a tent. It was huge.
You're
And
amazing at this job. Can I just say that?
as long as we don't have a topic, we're good.
love it. I love it.
I actually got a pint glass, a Paw Paw pint glass, because you can get your Paw Paw beer in a Paw Paw pint
I
glass.
love that.
Yes, and we bought Paw Paw trees, and they haven't done very well. We planted 2 of them. I named them Paw, and they're next to each other so that together they're Paw Paw. But when's the Paw Paw Festival, Adrian?
It seems to typically be in September.
Okay, I was
September.
close.
Yep.
I was close.
I knew
It's
it
in
was
the
fall
fall.
time, yes.
It's in the fall. But the I don't know if they're going to do so well. We'll have to see when the snow melts and
Yes.
see if they came back for yet another year. We haven't gotten any fruit or anything. And if you ever had Paw Paw?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Paw Paw's an experience in and of itself, and I tried it for the first time here on the show, and it went just as much as you would expect. It's kind of like a mushy banana, kind of.
But it doesn't taste like banana, does it?
It has a slight banana-y flavor, but not an overly banana-y flavor, but it does have a slight banana-y flavor, and it's used a lot of the same ways that banana is used. So any way that you use banana, you can generally, I think, use Paw Paw. This is what I remember, but it was kind of like a little mushy. And I think you're supposed to eat it when it's a little mushy because, I don't know. Anyways, but I liked it enough that, I was fascinated by it enough.
Intrigued. She was intrigued to go to the festival.
Oh yeah, we totally went to the festival. That was a given. But then I bought 2 trees.
Is it true that there is fun activities that happen at that festival?
There's a lot of fun. Actually, that's where I found
all
out.
I'm saying.
That's where I found out that there's a cannabis museum in Athens.
Yes. Like
So I
yeah.
haven't been there yet. I love a museum. We've covered that on the show. I will go to pretty much any museum. I have not made it to the cannabis museum.
I would love to go to that. Love.
Maybe we need to do that. We'll need to do a remote. Oh my gosh, we should do a remote from the cannabis museum in Athens. I'll
Is
work
that
on
a
that.
possibility?
I will totally work on that.
Like
I will totally work on
I am
that.
so in. I'm a pot smoker. Like I'm a user, and I have been medically legally for about 5 or 6 years. But I am so intrigued by marijuana and the different types. Just
I've been intrigued by like the history and just the economics of it and the business aspect as well, and
So
how
much.
the business aspect has changed in my lifetime.
in my lifetime is
Just in my
absolutely
children's
insane.
lifetime, the business aspect has
Yes.
changed so much to go from,
It was when I was born.
the stigma of it and having to like buy it in some back alley from this is what I know
This is
from
the
when I was a
truth.
child.
This
Like they
is
told
truth.
you, like, don't go down a back alley because somebody will sell
Straight pot.
pot. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. 2, you can go into a really nice dispensary with like music and
Locally here in town.
Yes.
There's one locally here in town.
And actually, there was a news story because Eric was telling me about this. There's the tax revenues that come from the legal purchase of marijuana go back to the cities and the counties that the dispensaries are
That's
located
awesome.
in. And something
That's
like
awesome.
Jackson City just got like over $200,000 in tax revenue or
is
something like that.
amazing.
Something
That's
like that from the
amazing.
dispensary.
Good job.
So. So I don't know where he read that, but he just told me that. So I don't think
That's
it's fake
awesome.
news because he told me it. But he did read it on the internet, so I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I clap.
But
So
maybe he
we're-
read it in the Telegram. I haven't read the Telegram yet today, so he might have read it in the Telegram. I'm not sure. Eric, you might want to weigh in on that of where you got that information, because now I feel like I'm spreading fake news. But I don't know. I also might have been half asleep when he told me that, so the number might not be right.
But you know what? I feel like it sounds.
No, it sounds about right.
I definitely think it sounds legit.
It sounds
yes.
like about right.
Yes.
But I mean, it has changed dramatically, and it continues to change on a regular basis.
I love
because
that.
it really is an evolution, and we go.
It
It
is.
seems like we go 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and every state is different, and so you really have to know what state you're in and what the legalities are in
Yes.
that state. Especially since we do sit in a tri-state area, and the regulations I learned the regulations in Kentucky are different than the regulations in Ohio, which I'm sure are different than the regulations in West Virginia.
Yes.
But I found that out because in Kentucky it is handled a little bit differently than it is here. The same as alcohol is handled differently in Kentucky than it is here because we learned, okay, so in California you can go to Costco and you can buy Costco size things of alcohol. So like you can go buy like a bulk bottle of tequila or vodka and everything's a lot cheaper because once again you're buying it in
yes.
bulk.
Right.
And that's just in Costco. I thought that was just a thing. And so we went to Sam's Club and Costco here, and you can't even go into the grocery store and buy regular undiluted alcohol, which that got me the whole diluted alcohol. I'm like, who the heck buys diluted alcohol? That was something I made when I was like in high school and I put water in my parents' bottle. But yeah, that's a whole other story. But like in Kentucky, the Costco does sell alcohol. They have a separate like Costco liquor store part because I don't think they can sell it every day of the week, all day long. So it's separate from Costco, but it's still the Costco size things of alcohol in Kentucky. So we learned that alcohol in Kentucky is handled a lot differently than here in Ohio.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
We went, and it was just an odd coincidence that we found it, but we actually went to, it's the largest alcoholic beverage consumer store, so alcohol, like a liquor store, largest liquor store in the United States is in Kentucky. It's near Cincinnati.
Oh well.
And we completely found it by accident. And it's just rows and rows and rows and rows of everything you can possibly imagine. And really well versed and knowledgeable people about what they were selling. So we were able to ask very specific
love
questions,
that.
like about flavors and tones and notes and things like that. Oh yeah, it was amazing, and we totally found it by accident.
I love that.
Completely found it by accident.
Those are the
Giant
best
store.
kind of finds.
And I call it the party animal, but that's not what it's called. I want to say it was called like Party Resource or Party Source or something like that. I
Party
don't know
animal
why.
sounds good.
I don't know why I started calling it Party Animal, but I did a TikTok on it, and like partway through, Eric goes, "Why do you keep calling it Party Animal?" I'm like, I don't know. I've just decided that's the name of the store.
Yes,
but I think
yes.
it's called like Party Source.
I feel like if it makes you, it might make you a party animal.
I don't know, but it was amazing. So Eric was looking for a bourbon that he could use for like cooking, so that he wasn't using his good bourbon for cooking.
Right.
And the guy said, "Oh yeah, this is the one you want to use. This is definitely what I would use." He didn't look down on us for looking for a cheaper label of something. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is the one that you want." No judgment at all. He's like, "I totally get it. Use this other stuff for just sipping, but this is one you're going to want to mix, like use as a mixer or use in like to make barbecue sauce." Or I used it to make derby pie the other day, and
Amazing.
yeah, because you need bourbon, and he really doesn't. Even if it only is 2 tablespoons, he really doesn't want me using his good bourbon for that. So we were able to use
that's
this, and
understandable.
it tastes good. But he didn't look down on us. And then Eric was looking for a better tequila, and so he was able to talk to a tequila person and say, "These are the flavors that I'm kind of looking for."
Love that.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I mean, every tequila, every bourbon, every
Knowledge
wine,
is power.
they all have different flavors, and so you want somebody who knows something about it. I mean, you don't want somebody like me picking out your bourbon, because I wouldn't have the faintest idea. Or your
You don't
wi-
want me picking out your beer at all.
or
I
your
don't
wine,
drink.
or anything like that. Because like I love Mary Family Wineries, and we're going to have them back in the studio very soon. They're getting ready to reopen for the season. I love Mary Family Wineries because they have an entire selection of sweet wines.
Oh my God.
Because I drink very sweet wine. If I'm
And
going to
they're-
drink wine, it has to be very sweet. And
I want to say
Oh my
they have
gosh.
one that's peach flavored.
they had so many. I did a flight.
Yeah, oh my God. And
Oh
they're
my
all
gosh.
amazing.
And
Yes.
same thing, they don't look down on you for liking sweet wine. A lot of times, like I come from California, and if you go
Dry.
wine tasting, they really, really judge you for wanting a sweet wine. And when you put like Splenda in your wine, they get that face.
I would watch back and see what I was doing. I can't wait to see.
But at
Can't
Mary
wait to see
Family, you
what face that
don't
was.
have to put sweetener inside your wine.
I
because
don't think I've ever heard anyone put Splenda in their wine, but so that was a look. I can't wait to see it. I'm not a drinker.
And you know what? It was at actually a really nice winery in Napa Valley too. But it just
but I'm with you. Like
I just couldn't do it. And I had
would-
Splenda in my purse. I'm like, you know what? I've already paid for this.
And I think it's hilarious because I love Splenda. Like, so if I'm ever out somewhere drinking, and
if you don't have
nasty,
if you don't have yellow, I won't drink tea. I'll only drink iced tea if there's yellow packets.
yeah, I can't. I won't
Yeah.
drink any. I won't sweeten anything. That was. I'm totally. I was waving at Tanya.
Yeah. No.
I look stupid on there.
No. But no, I did. I poured Splenda in my wine, and then I drank it because it was really
So
sweet.
does it work? Like, does it sweeten it?
You have to put quite a bit in, but yes.
It does.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. The other way you can do it, we went to a sangria class at Walt Disney World.
Sangria.
We took a sangria class, and they gave us all different kinds of syrups, and you could pour the syrups in, and that was good too. So
Sangrias
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah,
I like when
I-
they have fruit in them.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
chunky
Oh
fruits.
yeah. But usually we go to these tastings, whether it's a bourbon tasting, we've gone to tequila tastings, all these things, and I don't like it, and so I usually just keep pushing all of my stuff over to Eric, and.
So he's feeling really good by the end of it.
Usually it's like I drive after that.
Yeah,
but like
there.
I'll take like a little sip and remind myself that I don't like this, and then I just keep moving it over. So he gets
Dry
like double.
wine to me, you can't taste until after the fact.
I hate that feeling where it feels like it sucked like all the moisture out of your body. It's like eating
Okay.
it's like eating an underripe persimmon. It's just
I got a funny.
I don't. It's just,
There's a guy on TikTok. I don't know his name, but he talks about getting high and going to the interwebs and finding crazy stuff. And one thing that he finds that is super crazy is, why does cranberry juice taste like it doesn't want to be drank? That's exactly what that just reminded me of.
Oh, that is funny. It does. It just like sucks.
It does.
It's the tannins. It's, some tea will do it to you, but it's the tannins and it just sucks it all.
Yes, it just instantly gives you a dry mouth.
If you've ever had the misfortune of eating an underripe persimmon, it'll do the same thing.
I've never, but that was funny.
We did plant a persimmon tree too.
I love that.
This year, and his name is Perry.
I love that you name your trees.
I do. I name my trees. Eric won't name his trees, and Eric has like 15 trees, and he won't name them. And I'm convinced that's the reason why they just don't grow.
well.
They don't grow as fast.
Do you talk?
I do.
Okay, I was gonna say I think we could probably get really crazy here for a minute, but
We have. Oh no, I'm sorry. Perry's the pear tree. I'm sorry, Perry. Perry is the pear tree. And then we have Simon, which is the persimmon tree.
Simon, yes.
We have Figaro, which is our fig tree.
Oh my God, Figaro! I
and
love that.
Paw and Paw. And
Paw.
I think that's all of them.
I'm
I think that's all of them.
obsessed.
I think that's
I
all
don't
of them
have
right
any
now.
trees. I have houseplants though, and
I can't grow plants.
I talk to them.
It's questionable if I can grow trees. So we'll see. But Eric's planted, he's slowly planting an orchard of trees because when we first bought the house here, everything here is apple. Right? We have an apple is our city logo and an apple is our county logo. And we have the very famous Apple Festival and there's no apple trees. And so anymore. And I understand there were commercial apple producers in the area, but we don't have that anymore. And so Eric set himself a goal that he was going to create an apple orchard in Jackson County. So, but now we do have an orchard that has set up. It's a commercial orchard. The Harvest. Jeremiah, help me. It's the Harvest something farm. I'm sorry, they were a guest on the show.
He said no.
It's not Holy Harvest. Heavenly Harvest. I think it might be. Alex covered it. I think it's Heavenly Harvest. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the comments. But they have planted like hundreds of different types of trees. Not hundreds of different types of trees. Hundreds of trees of several varieties.
Of apples.
Primarily of apples.
I love that.
Yes, and I'm sorry. You're right. Heavenly Harvest.
Yes.
Heavenly Harvest Farm.
Yes.
Yes. And they're very nice people. We've had them in. They are a family-owned farm. It's a husband and wife and their kids, and they all work the farm. And
awesome.
And they're in their first year of really being open. And they also are relatively new to. They came to Jackson County and planted apples. But we have 15 or 16 trees at this point. Mostly apple, but he did plant. I think we've got peach and apricot and
fruit trees
plum,
are not just beneficial, they're beautiful.
Oh yes.
Yes. I mean, when they're in bloom, oh my gosh, they're so pretty.
But when he planted all these trees, I'm thinking, Eric, there's two of us. If these trees produce, I'm not sure what we're doing because we had so much trouble even giving away the tomatoes and cucumbers from last year. I was begging people to take this stuff from me and they wouldn't take it. What am I going to do if these trees actually finally
You'll
do
have
bloom
a lot of wildlife.
Yes, and we do. We back up to the nature preserve, and so I look at it as like Golden Corral for the deer. Mm-hmm. But and that's okay too. I mean, we really just wanted, the apples and stuff as we drove into the property, and because there is two of us. How many apples do you think we can go through?
But listen, is it all in a? I'm thinking photography point here. Mm-hmm. Is it in an area that you could use it for photography? Is there...
If they actually, produced branches and stuff, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm just saying the colors of fruit trees are... when they're in full bloom, oh my goodness, they're so beautiful.
Yeah. And, it's hard for us. We always had citrus, and here we obviously can't. That's just not going to be a thing. And so we decided to try our hand at...
Absolutely love that.
Apples and stone fruit, and... We'll see.
So, do you miss California? I'm
Seriously,
sorry.
it's like 2 degrees outside. Sorry. No, I don't miss the 75-degree weather that it is right now at all.
Is there, is it scary for... they do get hurricanes, I'm sure.
No, we don't get hurt. No, you don't get hurricanes. That's on the east.
Okay, so there's...
Get earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
Okay, but here's the thing about earthquakes. Okay, there's natural disasters everywhere.
Yes.
We have natural disasters in our business.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, if you have a hurricane, you're prepping for that for a week, and you're dealing with it during it for an extended period of time, and then you have the cleanup. So a hurricane is a long period type of thing. A tornado is a long period. A blizzard is a long period type of thing, right? An earthquake is
And done.
And for the most part, that's it. There is no cleanup. You might have to, like, I don't know, pick up your lawn chair. Seriously, unless you have a really big one. And we have had some really big ones in my lifetime. We've had probably 3 that I would consider were really big. There was one in 1972. I was a baby. And that was a devastating earthquake in California and changed the way buildings are constructed after that earthquake. Then there was the Northridge earthquake, which was a very large earthquake as well, in the 90s, would have been in the 90s. And also there were changes that came because of that, structural changes that have come because of that. And then there was the Loma Prieta, I think, earthquake that we all saw on TV where the bridge collapsed out of San Francisco. So there have been some pretty devastating earthquakes. But for the most part, earthquakes happen all the time in California. The earth is always...
happen here.
Yes,
very,
they are.
Very occasionally.
Always.
I mean, it's very
if you have mountains anywhere near you, you're going to have earthquakes. That's how the mountains got there in the first place. But the earth is pretty much always shaking in California. And so when you feel one, then you're like, oh. But still it's, oh, that was an earthquake. And usually you just keep on going. And people will get on Facebook and go, was that an earthquake? Because you're just not even...
Yeah, like around here.
You're so desensitized to it.
I feel like we had one not too long ago here.
Yes, we did. Because when we got here, okay, then there was a drought.
Yeah.
Remember, I left California and came to a drought, okay? And then there was an earthquake that, like, rocked Oak Hill. I'm like, what the heck? There's earthquakes here now, too. Are you serious?
Yes.
So, yeah. And then there was fires. We were having brush fires. And I'm like, what? What is wrong? I'm like, I could go to California for this. But, yes, I do. I miss California. And...
I've never been, but I would love to. I would love to see that.
I don't
at
get
least
to
once.
go as often as I would love to go. Work, for the most part, gets in the way.
Yeah. Life
my job gets in the way. I'm not very good at this whole retirement thing, but I was back in early December, and it was wonderful because it was.
So is the oceans there? Are they?
It's wonderful.
But it's all rocky, right?
No, it's not rocky.
Not rocky?
No, it's absolutely beautiful.
Like, I need to go.
It is warmer. Our oceans are warmer. So if you've ever been to the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean is warmer.
My favorite that I've been to is the Gulf.
Okay. I have been to the Gulf. I stuck my foot in it one day. I just stuck my foot in it. That was it. We actually were in Orlando, and we drove across to the other side of Florida. And then I'm like, well, I have to stick my foot in it.
Yes.
It was like February. It was cold.
Destin, Florida is maybe, for me, the clearest water I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like, it is the most beautiful place I've ever been.
Clearest water I've probably ever seen.
Do they have that over there, like on that side of the world?
Certain places you have some really good snorkeling, but probably the clearest water off the Pacific I've ever seen is probably Hawaii.
Yeah.
And
my husband and I have talked about.
And that would be a sheltered
venturing.
and that would have to be a sheltered part of Hawaii, because anytime you're near like a lot of people and stuff, you don't get as clear of water because you got a lot of sand moving around.
And it's dark, like black. Right?
It can get a little bit darker.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's parts of Hawaii. I mean, you can walk off any beach in Hawaii and go snorkeling. You can just walk into the water and just go snorkeling.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but if you get into like a sheltered area, so I was able to, last time we went, I was able to snorkel, and there were like giant sea turtles that just happened to be in that area. And it's a protected area, so you're not allowed to touch the sea turtles. You can swim in that area, but you're not allowed to touch them.
Right.
They touch you, it's different. That it freaks you out. But
does it freak you out?
Well, it freaks me out because I can't snorkel with my glasses on, so I can't really see that they're coming until they're like right on me. And so yes, then I would like pop out of the water like really scared. But I can say that I've snorkeled with sea turtles.
It's awesome.
And they're huge, so it's kind of scary. But it is just walking in right off of right off the beach.
Yeah,
so.
my husband and I have talked about venturing to Hawaii. I would love to see that.
Yeah, it's Hawaii is really nice. We've gone a couple of times. But there are places in California where you can just walk right in off of the
I would like to drive.
Coast.
What is the route?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I've done it 3 times. Don't do it. No, I guess if you did it once, it wouldn't be so bad. And if you weren't like on a time schedule where you had to start work or something. But
is it just
3 days?
3 days?
It takes about 3 days. It takes a little bit longer if you really want to stop and see a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff to see on the route. There's Uranus, Missouri, which you have to go. And if you don't want to drive all the way to Missouri, there's one in Indiana too. And that's not that far. I've been to that one too.
Not that far.
But But there is a lot of fun stuff to see, all sorts of like weird, random stuff.
Like I
There's
wanna
the
do
Grand
that.
Canyon. If you've never been to the Grand
Oh,
Canyon,
that's
you can
something
get
else
there
I would love.
via Flagstaff on your way across. There's the Precious Moment. I'm trying to think of like places Eric's gonna be like, I can't believe those are the places you thought of. There's like the Precious Moments Museum. You remember the Precious Moments from like the 80s? There's like an entire chapel and museum devoted to them. It's a weird museum. Of course, I'm gonna go.
I would go.
It was.
I would go.
We took lots
I'm
of
in
fun
that
pictures.
era.
It was a lot of fun pictures. I don't know, but no, there is a lot of stops that you can make along the way, or you can just blow your way through. And part of it, you're on Route 66, and
Yes.
and
I
then
would
there's a
love-
lot of areas where there's just nothing for like 100 miles and stuff. But it also depends on which way you go. So I've gone the southern route across I think that's I-80. I'm probably going to get it wrong. I've gone the southern route and the northern route. One's I-40, one's I-80. I get them mixed up. I don't know. I think 40 is in the south and 80 is on the top. So giant rest stops.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
Oh yes.
There's a Buc-ee's coming to Ohio, and then we're
Stop.
gonna get Jeremiah on, because this would be news, and then we're gonna get Jeremiah, and that's a good segue. There's a Buc-ee's that is opening up in the next couple of weeks up near Dayton.
Buc-ee's
It's either
is an
Dayton or Toledo. I
experience.
get them mixed up. It's either up near Dayton or up near Toledo, but it's not that far from southern Ohio. But
And
there is a Buc-ee's opening up in Ohio, and I am so excited. Which? It's near Dayton,
Yes,
and Dayton
and it
has a
is.
lot of fun stuff too. You can go see the giant trolls. Have you ever gone to see the giant trolls?
No.
Oh my gosh, Des, we could totally do another road trip on that one too.
I feel like we should.
Okay, so there are some giant trolls at the there's a Audubon
Again,
Park.
back in our era.
There's an Audubon
like
Park.
the 80s.
Oh, not those trolls, but that's a whole other story because I've been to the troll hole. These are these giant wooden trolls that are designed by an artist. And when I say giant, I mean giant, like 3 stories high, giant trolls that are in this park. And he's a famous artist. He's built them all over the world, and we have them in Ohio.
Stop.
And then you can also go see the other trolls, but you have to go to Alliance to see the other trolls. That lady owns 52,000 of them.
That's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy.
Okay, so that is near Dayton. You can go to Buc-ee's. If you've never been to Buc-ee's, you should go to a Buc-ee's at least once in your life.
You should definitely.
Go to the
Yeah, you should
bathrooms. They're very
experience-
clean.
They are.
Get
And there
gas.
is
And
everything.
Oh, they have an entire wall of beef jerky. They
Like-
got an entire wall of candy. They got an entire wall of soda machines.
Like it's absolutely crazy. It's an
Buc-ee's.
experience.
It's
Yeah.
Buc-ee's, and I will definitely be going to the Buc-ee's.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That'll
I
be
will
a day
definitely-
date.
Oh yeah, I love Buc-ee's.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just one of
Yes.
those things. I never end up buying like a lot of stuff.
But you
it's
just
like,
wanna look.
if you've never been, it's like a Cracker Barrel and a
Country.
truck stop. But you can't take trucks. It's a truck stop that you can't take trucks to. And they've got like a restaurant. They have a really good brisket sandwich. They make their own beef jerky. They got a bakery counter. They got the cleanest bathrooms in America.
And it's all on steroids.
And they've got an entire wall of soda machines.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's pretty
And
cool.
it's part Cracker Barrel because it's got the whole store thing going
Yes,
for it
it
too.
does.
And it has Bucky walks around, so you can take pictures with Bucky. I've done that.
He's also outside a big.
Yes, there is a giant. I've
there's
taken a
big
picture with that
giant-
one
Yeah,
too.
there's a big giant one that sits outside.
I love Bucky. So Eric, we gotta go to Bucky's. Put that on the schedule.
I think we should. I think we should take the trip to the Pawpaw or where do
To the Cannabis Museum.
Cannabis
I'll look into
Museum.
that.
Yes, I
My
think that'd
next
be amazing.
remote, you guys can look forward to. I'll look forward to it. I don't know. At the end of February, I was invited to go learn about maple syrup at an arboretum just outside of Columbus. It's Maple
Really?
Syrup Day. And so I'm going to go and learn about maple syrup and then come back and talk about maple syrup and the
That's
arboretum
awesome.
on the show. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I
That's
don't know a whole
amazing.
lot about maple syrup. I did not know we could get it in Ohio, so that tells you how much I know about maple syrup.
Yep, I didn't. I don't.
I bought some in Vermont, I think, when we were there, but I did not know that we could do it here in Ohio, so I was very excited to learn about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going to learn all about maple syrup.
It's been a great day.
Thank you for coming
Yes,
in.
absolutely.
I love it when Dez is here. And we didn't even talk about Dez is doing like Valentine's photo
Listen,
shoots
I just
and,
came to sit in.
and all sorts of stuff. So if you want your photos taken, like I said, I've
always
said it on
come
the
to
show.
Dez Lies for your photos.
I've said it before on the show. Our photos that came from after Christmas were absolutely amazing. Everybody says that.
Thank you so much.
I've had
very much.
strangers that have actually said, I think I saw you on Facebook. I think I saw your photos on Facebook. Which is
I
totally,
do.
which is
I
totally
do
cool for me.
have. I
Which is totally
do
cool for me. Love that.
have several posts that reach several thousand people.
Yes, I absolutely love it. My family loves the photos, and
I feel like it was
can't
a really
say-
fun day.
It was, and you guys have all met Mr. Sherrill, and Des made him smile. So I mean, seriously, and got my granddaughter smiling, and and the three of them, they have that face where they're just like,
Not with me.
but the baby was just like all smiles, and late at night too. I mean, she just
It was really good.
brought out the best. So if you've got
experience.
curmudgeon family members.
I'll work magic.
And she has a studio, or she can come to you, but she has a studio. It's
very
got
beautiful.
it's very peaceful, and it was very nice. So
Thank you so very
So thank you
much.
for doing that for us,
So very
because
much, yes.
I reached out to Des and I said the only thing I have wanted for birthdays, for Mother's Day, for Christmas, for anything, all I've asked
just
the family for
pictures.
is just a family picture,
And you know,
we've never been able to make it happen. So.
I cannot. I can't fathom how many people use photography for Christmas, like use pictures as gifts, and that is such a smart. To me, that is such a smart way to give.
For me, it was just the only time I could get everybody together. It's they all showed up because they wanted gifts from us. So I mean, seriously,
And that's the best kind. You're like, you can't have them till you give me what I want.
Honestly, no, I didn't give the adults their gifts. The adults did not get their gifts until after we were done. That's a very good point. The kids were able to get some of their gifts before we went, but the adults did not get their gifts until after.
Because you won't come, because you won't show up. So
I think I made it worthwhile for them.
I do.
I think so. No, my family, all the boys were so ecstatic about the photos that they got, and they've all shared them with their friends. And
it's amazing.
And
I felt like it was a really
and
successful
extended
day.
family and all sorts of stuff. So, but it is the only thing that I wanted, and it's the only thing that we have not been able to accomplish.
I'm so happy that I was able to do that.
We all know this. As your kids get older, and they leave the nest. We all want them to leave the nest, but as they leave the nest, it makes them a lot harder to bring them back, even for short periods of time. At the same time, I have them all
coming to visit,
just never at the same time.
That's rough, isn't it?
So yes, I was so happy.
Yes,
So,
thank you so much.
no, thank you for doing that for me.
Yes,
So.
absolutely.
Okay, well, Jeremiah is sitting here patiently. I know we are after 10, but we are bringing Jeremiah on because I want to know all about the news, because I think he's got more than it's cold. Because
That's all we can come up with.
Because that's all the news I was able to offer
It's
last
cold.
week was
It's cold.
it's still cold.
Very.
Thank you again, Des.
Thank you so much.
Adrian, take us out.
Bye, guys.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
And we're back, and look who's here with us. Not snowed in, not iced in,
No, I'm here. Still
Yep.
cold this week though.
not on 2-hour delay, not school
You know,
canceled.
some schools were on 2-hour delays
A
today.
lot of them. You know what?
But everybody
I could have
is in
posted
session today.
Everybody but Jackson.
Jackson was on regular schedule.
There were a handful that actually closed for today as well,
Yeah,
but
no.
not in our little bubble here in Jackson, Vinton County. But there were a couple that did close.
You know, I was looking ahead tomorrow. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. 80% chance of snow, 1 to 3 inches, Cheryl.
Oh my gosh, Jeremiah,
it's
why do you do this to me?
It's saying snow showers early, becoming steady snow in the afternoon, on top of what we already have. Can you believe it?
And that's on top of Thursday, or are we not getting Thursday and it's coming in earlier?
I don't know. This is for tomorrow, and then Thursday's showing 41%, but maybe it'll change. I think this is the Clipper system that they were talking about. Oh my gosh! But anyway,
Well, we went out to brunch yesterday morning, and there was little flakes falling. And I said to Eric, I said, "Are those falling from the trees? Is that falling from the sky?" And he goes, "I don't know." I said, "I think it's falling from the sky."
it's hard to tell anymore.
Because there was snow actually on the car between Saturday night and Sunday night. There was not a lot, but there was, and it wasn't
Yes.
ice.
No.
There was actually snow on.
Snow.
There was actually snow on the
Yes,
car, and
there
I'm
was a
like,
little bit.
I did not anticipate that. Nobody. Alexa, Eric, Jeremiah. Nobody told me there was supposed to be snow.
No.
Hayden, on the radio, nobody told me there was supposed to be snow on Saturday night. I don't know. You guys all let me down.
Yeah. I know we've been talking about winter, but today is Groundhog's Day.
It is.
I got the update for you. Ready?
Yes.
All right. Buckeye Chuck, which is Ohio's groundhog,
I haven't
is
met Buckeye
predicting
Chuck.
an early spring. Okay. He did not see a shadow.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Chuck. I like you better than
Yes.
Phil.
Yeah. And Puxatawny Phil over in Pennsylvania, he saw his shadow.
Adrian
so
told
he's
us.
six more weeks to winter. Now I will say, according to the records for each of the meteorologists' groundhogs, Buckeye Chuck is often higher accuracy.
Okay.
55 to 70% of the time over like the last decade or something, while Phil is only about a 35% accuracy. So
Why do we trust our weather predictions to a rodent?
Yeah, I don't know. You always see that though. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like a long
I'm not-
tradition.
I know, but I'm not sure. I
How
have
it
to look that
started.
up. Why?
I don't know if this says on
Why
here or not.
on earth did somebody wake up one day and say we should make a giant rodent a meteorologist,
And I mean
an
like
animal that can't read
Phil's
or has thumbs?
Phil's history dates back to 1887. It says, while Buckeye Chuck dates back to 1979.
Well, I like Chuck.
So
Chuck's my bud.
yeah. Anyhow, I wanted to mention that. Get into some news here real quick because I know we're
Yeah.
over.
Oh, you're fine.
A few things that we are working on that I still need to get more information on. So last week on Thursday night, January 29th, at 8:41 p.m., the Liberty Township Volunteer Fire Department was called out to a residence at 420 Pine Ridge Road there in Liberty Township. And it was for a fire that was later discovered to be an arson.
You were starting to tell me about that.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
I guess like a grandson set the grandmother's house on fire. And then like he was, I guess, locked inside and, state investigators had to be called to come search the rubble for a body. And anyway, long story short, I guess he must have got out somehow because they found him over the weekend.
Okay.
He's been arrested, but we'll have complete details on all this because I gotta
And there were-
process it and
And there were no
dig it out.
there were no casualties from that fire, correct?
No casualties, but I did hear there was a couple firefighters that
Okay.
suffered some burns,
Okay.
like minor.
Okay,
burns, so-
everybody in the
Nobody
end,
died.
Everybody in the end walked
Yeah,
away.
no, grandma
grandma
and some grandchildren got out of the house, and
that's good. I mean,
yeah. So, but it
That's
was
crazy.
they had to fight the elements. The firefighters did. I guess it was a long driveway, sheet of ice, pumps were freezing up. Because it was like -3. And just the weather was not a firefighter's friend, despite the fire.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. No, Thursday night we were out and all 4 of our phones went off at the same time. The Nix alert went off telling
Yeah.
us not to go over onto
About-
Beaver Pike.
yeah.
So yeah,
So, and that's off of this road, this
Yeah.
Pine Ridge is off of that. But we'll be working on getting the complete details and be able to tell you a name and who all was involved with that. Hopefully tomorrow, because I plan to sit down and try to unpack all that. And hopefully I've made a request to the sheriff's office for the individual's mugshot and the information on that. So
and that's a crazy story that just
That's pretty wild.
That just breaking
Yeah.
just came out. So.
yeah, it just came out because I'm
Yeah.
still investigating. I'm sure they're still
Yeah.
investigating some
Oh, I'm
stuff
sure.
too. So.
Yeah.
Wanted to mention the Jackson High School competition cheerleaders. They've been in Florida
Yes.
at Disney
Where
over
it's
the
also
weekend,
cold.
where it is also cold. Yeah, it's that weather down there where the iguanas fall out of the trees. 'cause
Yeah,
it's too
crazy.
cold.
It's crazy. You know
Um,
what? There's some things in this world I don't want to fall out of trees on me, and that would be an iguana.
Iguana, yeah. I don't know if they put like a forecast out for that. It's like
Probably.
watch out for falling iguanas
Probably,
or what.
probably
but-
because if you got scared, no, that's no.
Anyhow,
No.
But I gotta mention the cheerleaders. So this is your Jackson High School competition cheer squad. They placed. Let me find the poster. It was second, I think, out of 27 teams at the. It's called the Universal. Let me see here. I gotta look it up because I had it. Universal Cheerleaders Association's. It's like the national finals.
Yes.
And they placed, it was second out of 27 teams. And this is the second year that they have gone to nationals. Last year in 2025, they went and they placed third. So
Okay.
this year they placed second.
Awesome.
And so we'll be getting more information about that and do a nice little article with some of these pictures that they've shared while they've been in Florida. So congratulations to them. Yeah. Another fire that happened, I want to mention because this happened and that we didn't get to. This happened on Friday, January 30th in Scioto Township.
Okay.
Now, this one wasn't like arson or anything like that. This happened at 1042 Spermberger Road in Scioto Township. And I spoke to Gerald Denny, and he's the assistant fire chief for Scioto. Okay. He told me that they had gotten a call for smoke coming from behind the wall behind a refrigerator. Okay. And he explained that when firefighters arrived, the refrigerator had been pulled out away from the wall, and a small flame was visible traveling up behind the wall. Minimal fire damage, along with smoke damage throughout the home. And the cause of the fire was determined to be electrical in nature. And he explained that it was a double modular home, and damage was minimal. And he credited the resident of the home for quick actions because they used a fire extinguisher to slow the fire. Now I know there's different. I don't know if you're supposed to use fire extinguishers when it's electrical or not, but I think it put a damper on things to where they called the fire department promptly. Everybody got there, and it wasn't as bad as what it could have been.
Yes.
Because in those modulars, usually it's
Yeah.
and it's gone. And but anybody, it was a Smith family that resided there. No injuries reported in that fire, and the roadways out there were closed for several hours while they fought the fire, or not fought the fire, but.
Made sure everybody was
took care
okay
of
and
it.
made sure that it was safe for them.
Yep. A couple little announcements, and then we'll get out of here. Just want to remind people that the Colton Village Council meets on Tuesday evening, February 3rd. That's tomorrow. The announcement is they're meeting 30 minutes earlier than normal. Okay. Typically, they meet at 6 o'clock. They'll be meeting at 5:30 instead for their regular monthly meeting, and that's there in the Village Colton Community Building, and those are open to the public. Okay. So people can come.
5:30 in Colton.
Yeah, 5:30 instead of 6. And they said because of weather.
Oh,
is why
yeah,
they're meeting.
yeah.
So I don't know if they were
Kinda get a little bit of a
banking
head
on the
start.
snow, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe get a little bit of head start so people aren't out late at night
Yeah.
on it.
And then the Jackson County Republican Central Committee, they were supposed to meet this past week to do an appointment for Jackson County prosecutor, like the official appointment. And that had to be postponed because the parking lot conditions there at the Republican building that they have there on Morton Street wasn't suitable for them to come and meet.
Okay.
So they were going to work to get that all dug out to where people would be able to come. And so they rescheduled it, and it's going to be tomorrow evening, Tuesday, February 3rd at 6 o'clock. And once again, that is officially appoint the Jackson County prosecutor. And, as we previously reported, Randy Dupree had left that position to become the Jackson County Municipal Court judge. He was elected to that position and took office January 1 of this year. And when he resigned, Jackson County Commissioners at the end of the year, 2025, had appointed Trent Doffelt. I can't remember how you say the last name. Anyway, Doffet. I think it's Trent Doffet, and he has been serving as acting prosecutor until the party can make an official appointment. And Trent had stated that he plans to seek the appointment, so could just be them officially appointing him.
Okay.
To
Now
the remainder
he'll
of that
serve
term.
until when?
I think.
When would be the next election? Do you know?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if he'll serve out the remainder of the term or if it's one of those deals where, in 2 years, he would have to seek re-election. I'll have to ask that question because I plan to go and cover it tomorrow evening.
Cool.
So
So
I'll have to ask that question.
news
to see.
news coming soon on that
Yeah.
one.
I know on some of those because I believe Randy was either starting a new term or he was in the middle of a term.
I want to say it was a year in or something.
So he may
maybe?
serve out maybe the rest of the term, or maybe one of those deals where in 2027 he'd have to run. But I'll have to ask.
Just something I was curious about.
Yeah, definitely ask. Vinton County Commissioners, got to give you this real quick because this is a little different. They typically meet on Tuesday mornings at 10 o'clock. So instead of their start time at 10 o'clock tomorrow, they will be meeting at 6:30 p.m. at their office at the Vinton County Courthouse. The meeting was scheduled to direct response to public input for residents who expressed desire for a meeting time that was more convenient. It says, as always, the public is welcome to attend this, and any commissioner meeting is just following that meeting. It says Benton County Auditor Cindy Wall will be available to answer questions for the public. This is a regular meeting and usual rules apply. And if you want to speak, it says those wishing to speak at the meeting should call the commissioner office at 740-596-4571 to be placed on the agenda. So there must be something going on up there that people want to address the commissioners
It's
about.
always nice when a meeting is able to be held at a time where the community can
Right.
show up if they choose to.
later in the evening
Yeah.
instead of during the day. And the last thing I had was just if you wanted to get tickets for the downtown Jackson Chocolate Walk, that was supposed to be held this coming Thursday, but they have rescheduled it due to the extreme temperatures to take place in March now. So it's going to be Thursday, March 5th from 4 to 7 p.m. Tickets are $7 each and available, last I checked, was still available during normal business hours at L.E. Mills Mertile, Bookish on Main, A.L. Terry Jewelers, and Broadway Blooms. And you can purchase those tickets and just know that the date now is going to be March instead of February.
Yes.
Just because of the
So
crazy
it'll be the
winter
first
weather
Thursday
we've
of
been
March
having.
instead of the first Thursday of February. So
Yep.
hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer,
Hope so.
probably not as icy on the streets so that we can actually walk around and you don't have to drive from location to location because it'd be nice to actually do the chocolate walk
Yes.
by walking.
Right. No, it's been something here lately. I can't remember last. I mean, I know last year, like we had some like winter weather, and there was a little bit, but like it just seems like this one is just really hung on. I mean,
It does. It
hit,
seems like
and
this
it
one is just kind of being. It's just kind of being stretched
just
out, kind of
affecting
thing, so.
everything, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyhow,
Someday we'll see grass again
yeah.
and temperatures that are above 20.
Right. So,
Someday.
anyhow, that's all I have, and hopefully tomorrow I can give you more information about the arson, because I'm sure I reached out to the sheriff's office on the criminal side of that, and I've talked to the fire chief on the fire side, but I also hear that the state fire marshal's office is supposed to release some information. So my guess, it being an arson, there's probably going to be some kind of maybe more information related from the state fire marshal's office.
That's a sad story.
Yeah,
So
no, that's
luckily,
wild.
it didn't have a sad ending in
Yes.
that the people are okay, but
Yeah.
family drama.
right.
So luckily, everybody else walked away.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jeremiah, for catching us up on the weekend's news and bringing us the lovely news about the weather, but also about Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck's my new friend.
No,
so.
hopefully Chuck's right. 'Cause
Hopefully
I'm
Chuck's
ready.
right. I hope Chuck's right. Okay, so we are out of here for today. Thanks for sticking around with us for a little bit longer. And good news, Jen's back tomorrow. So
All right.
you'll have a change of face, change of pace. So thank you for sticking with me for the week while she got some much needed rest and relaxation. And soon it'll be my turn, I think. And
Yeah, no,
maybe,
you've done good holding down the fort.
hopefully. And but thanks for sticking with me and putting up with my randomness. And we will be back here tomorrow with Jen at the desk, and Jeremiah will be back tomorrow as well. And stay safe out there. It is still cold. It is still icy. Watch for little patches of ice. Drive a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Watch where you're walking. I almost slipped this morning coming into the plaza.
I had to jump my car this morning. I wouldn't start. It was so cold.
Yeah, mine's getting close to that. And we were just talking about that over the weekend. Watch out for your pets. Watch out for your neighbors. We're all in this together, and because we want you back here tomorrow. So, bye. We'll see you tomorrow.